last time we ended with Mia sprinting into the dark after the phone that she had just thrown somewhere.
Yep. And Sammy was chasing me, and Onyx tried to push past the nurse, and the nurse took it as an act of violence and, well, used restraints to basically make her stay in the hospital bed.
All after being told to stay in the light.
Yep. Yep, we're so good at following orders.
Yep.
But at least in fairness, none of us know that it's only Sammy that's the target.
This is true. And Sammy also just ran into the dark.
Yes. So
everything is fine.
We make good decisions.
Yep. We do.
We're professionals at it.
Yep. Professional ghost hunters with our cobbled together in 10 minutes ghost hunting device.
Hey, I never said I was a professional ghost hunter. I just went along to see what would happen and drink some whiskey because it was better than sitting around and pining after,
True. You succeeded.
Yeah.
I mean, no, we succeeded too. We found a ghost. The house we went to, hoping it was haunted. So, yeah, I mean, nothing but success. We're doing good.
I feel very inspired right now. I could write my next story. Probably, well, trapped in this hospital bed.
So we're, let's just start with Mia running into the dark after a phone.
Well, I mean, I know the direction I threw it, and let's be blunt. I can only throw it so far, and it's only going to bounce so many times, and it can't take too many weird tumbles, But what clearly I did not consider as I threw this thing into the dark, I don't think I have a screen protector on it. So, and now I'm out there without a flashlight, without a phone to use as a flashlight to find the phone that I just threw out there. And I'm just kind of wandering around in the hospital parking lot, cursing and muttering.
All right, I think I catch up to you. I have a phone at least. The battery is probably dying because that just seems like it would be. But it'll work as a flashlight for a little while.
It's got to be out here somewhere. I mean, it's like I heard it hit around this area, and it didn't sound like it bounced too many times.
Yeah, every time I drop something, it's always way farther away than I think it can be. But I mean, it's not like there's a lot of cars for it to go under. This is kind of an empty part of the parking lot. All the cars are parked where they're lights.
Cars here anyway. I mean, there's like the doctor, the nurse, and us.
But there's nothing here. It's shiny, right? It should reflect light. Or do you have some kind of, is it?
I mean,
do you have a case on it that isn't shiny?
If it landed face down, there's nothing that's going to reflect. It's a matte case.
I think this is an obvious roll.
This is a roll.
Yeah. Where's the link?
Are you rolling or am I rolling?
I think it's your phone. I think maybe you're rolling. There's the dice roller.
And considering this is tech related, is nerd an appropriate stat to roll with here?
It seems like it. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, I don't know what else it would be.
I don't feel like it'd be. I mean, I think I could argue that as a nerd, I know something about acoustics or some nonsense.
There you go. Yeah.
That's a 10 plus 2, so there's a 12.
Do you want to find your phone easily with no consequences, or do you want to earn a token and have some consequences?
Ooh. Let's have some consequences.
Cool. You get a token and a suggested consequence. The phone's not anywhere near where you threw it because we're dealing with a poltergeist. They throw things.
Okay.
It caught
Maria?
it.
Ooh.
What's your idea?
Mine was like very close to that. Like the phone, you see the phone, but it's like in this place where weirdly the shadows are darker than, it's already like dark, but it's darker there and it's just weird. So it's very, very close to what Bethany said.
It's like it's under a tree and there's, you know, an extra shadow, but there's no tree.
I like that. Because if the poltergeist didn't catch it and the phone's just laying there and it's darker, I can run into the shadows.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And get it.
That's better. Yep. Yeah, so just as I'm catching up, you're like and turning on my you know, phone flashlight, you catch sight of that, dart toward it. I'm like, wait, fine, okay. I follow you. Into the even darker shadows. I didn't know it could get darker. It's just pitch black here. How did you even see your phone?
You flashed the light on it. I mean, it's a different look. When there's light on it, we're looking at asphalt. It's a black case, but you know the asphalt and a black case aren't going to look exactly the same when you have light on it. But I mean, when there's no light, it looks exactly the same. You know, all cats are gray in the dark and whatever.
Yeah. So I, you know, try to turn off the phone, you know, phone light back on. Like, oh, I got 15%. Hope find it quick. Start shining it around again.
I think the shadows get darker. Like somehow, even as you're shining a light on it, they get darker. Like as we're watching, they get visibly darker.
Is that smoke? Is there a vent? I start looking around for like one of those.
It's asphalt. There's not even a manhole cover around here. There's no sewer grates or anything.
This is weird.
Your phone should also like flicker ominously. Like you keep trying to like turn the flashlight on, but it keeps turning itself off.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you get your phone chimes with a text message, and then there's another chime, and another chime, and then all of a sudden it's just like, ding, 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 ding.
Who's texting me? Is this
And
one of
every
those?
last one of them says, "I want you."
Fuck! I have a stalker.
Yeah, we're being chased by a ghost. It's malevolent. I mean,
Ghosts. How did ghosts know how to use text? Who cares? Let's find your phone and get. This is incredibly creepy.
Yeah, this is definitely weird. All right, and I wander over to grab the phone, which is now in even darker darkness.
You disappear. Like I can't see you anymore. That's how dark it is. Even like shining my crappy phone light that keeps going off right on you.
This kind of feels like a roll too, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I don't know which of us. Is this a roll to see if you can grab your phone and get away, or?
I almost feels like. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
This is like, it almost feels like it would be like a goth roll for me.
It's definitely a goth roll.
To like escape the darkness or something.
This is definitely a goth roll.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Partial success.
Yeah. So you get your phone, but you get your phone, but you pick it up and Jason is on the other end and like he's heard this whole thing. Since he was the one calling in the first place. Or was it Jason calling in the first place, or was it Tamara?
It was Jason calling Tamara.
Okay.
Now, is this one where Maria can also suggest a complication?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was going to say that maybe your phone feels icy cold and it spreads, like the cold spreads up your arm, and maybe like whatever the ghost is doing to Sammy gets to you. So, or like maybe it switches who it's chasing.
I really wish I could put a GIF in chat, because the GIF that I would post is that kid shrugging and saying, "Why not both?"
Oh, you pick it up and Jason's on the other end and like he's somehow affected by the ghost too. He starts getting texts to say, "I want you."
Oh God. But it's from my phone. So he's getting like, his phone's getting spammed by text messages from me like, "I want you," like I'm drunkenly thirst texting at 3 a.m. You're muted.
All I said was yes. That's terrible, but
So the ghost is now targeting me. My arm is icy cold. Jason is affected by all this, overheard the whole thing, and just got a string of spam texts saying, "I want you," from my phone. Oh my God. And I'm looking at this and just thinking, my life cannot possibly get any worse. This is, and I'm just going to, like, I'm standing there with the phone in my hand, listening to Jason say, "Hello? Mia? Are you there, Mia? Mia, what the fuck are all these texts? Mia, answer me." And I just pulled a flask out of my hip pocket and take a good long swig. I don't even move out of the shadows to do it. I'm a goth. I got this.
and all this time, like it's so dark that I don't think I see you until you turn the phone on, and then like there's a dim glow and it's not completely dark, and I'm like, that Mia, that is you, right?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. My phone, it's dead.
And I emerge from the shadows looking really glum, which is like that's the exact opposite of what you'd expect from a goth. You know, like, I was in so much darkness, I'm bummed. Instead of, "I was in darkness, that was awesome. Did you see how dark it was?"
Hey, what's wrong? You got your phone? Yes. We're back in the light. We're not dead.
And I just hold it up and you can see that the phone's still connected and you can hear Jason through the speaker. Like, I don't have it on speakerphone, but you can hear Jason like, "Mia, God damn it, answer me."
What? You called Jason?
No, but somehow connected anyway.
You pocket dialed Jason. Are you asphalt dialed Jason?
I don't know. Sammy, this is, on top of being weird, this is embarrassing now.
I mean.
And I show you the string of texts that my phone generated to Jason.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh.
Do you think I should hang up now?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should hang up now. I think you should burn your phone.
Yeah.
Exercise it, maybe. Something. Throw it into a volcano? I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go back inside.
Yeah.
And I finally hit the button to disconnect the call because I'm smart. I think of things. Let's go see how Onyx is doing. They got to have her stitched up by now, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was just a cut. It's hopefully not a concussion.
How could it be? I'm sure everything's fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Let's go in. So wait, so the ghost was texting me, and then when my phone died, it started using your phone, but it was texting Jason.
I mean, it could have. You're in my contacts. It could have been texting you. I don't understand why it started texting Jason.
Oh, if the phone had already called him, maybe that's just the number. I don't know. How much do ghosts understand phones anyway?
I don't know. They're ghosts. I've never been one.
I mean, that house has been empty for, I don't know. I mean, they had phones. They had cell phones, I think, when people still lived in it. I don't know.
We need to burn that house down.
Yeah. With your phone in it.
Valid. Very valid.
I know I've already forgotten her name. What's my boss's name? The actual ghost hunter / medium, Laurene. Yeah. You think Laurene knows anything about? I mean, she knows about haunted houses and haunted dolls. How about haunted phones?
I think I would rather die than admit to the tragedy of having a haunted phone. That is too embarrassing and ridiculous. I mean, look at me, goddammit. I'm supposed to be cool. I'm supposed to be like the cool computer chick. A haunted telephone?
That's pretty cool. You're the only one with it. Nobody else has a haunted phone.
I'm mortified. I mean, it was telling Jason that I wanted him. What malevolent spirit adds humiliation?
You're right. That doesn't seem like the same kind. That doesn't seem like a malevolent spirit thing. That seems like an 8th grade
like
mean girl thing.
Jesus.
So we have a really petty ghost. Yeah. So have they unrestrained Onyx yet?
God, no.
Don't think so.
My question is Onyx mad at them and yelling? Like, let me go, you assholes. This isn't funny. That sort of thing. How's Onyx handling this?
I think Onyx for like the first, I don't know how long it's been, but for like the first 10 minutes was probably struggling against the bonds dramatically. But now she's just like slouched and like yelling at them to bring her like bag so she can call Laurene probably and be like, hey, just tell them it's imperative that I get out of this situation. I have to go rescue my friends.
Because that certainly doesn't sound like something that someone who should be put on a 72-hour hold for their well-being would say.
I don't know, like maybe this is something Onyx is kind of known for, just being overly dramatic about everything. She was the drama kid for a lot of high school.
Yeah.
Do you two walk in before I manage to call Laurene, or?
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Walk in arguing about the haunted phone and what you should do with it.
I probably like grab the like sides of like the hospital bed or gurney and just like push against the restraints and just like, are you two okay? Did anything happen? Was it weird?
It was weird. The ghost is not, well, it's scary, but is also apparently a petty drama queen.
Onyx, why are you tied up?
I was going to chase you, but apparently that means I'm aggressive. And she just like glares at the
this
nearest
isn't
person.
this isn't more research for your next novel?
I've done that research. This is just wrong. And she just like gestures at this. Can you help me out here?
You can try it.
I feel like this is a jock roll.
I think so. I'll try this. Yeah. Let's see if I can get Onyx loose before anybody comes back. Yeah, I totally can, as it turns out.
Nice.
Has Onyx been stitched up?
Probably. I mean, it was like just a little cut, right?
Yeah, it's just like you probably needed like a stitch or two. Like we said,
Yeah.
a cute little crescent moon scar on your cheek or
Yep.
something.
Yeah, so she's like perfectly fine. She's just extremely annoyed that she's been tied to this bed for like 10 minutes. I have no idea. It feels like it's been forever.
I don't think we know either, because yeah, who knows how long
Yeah.
we're wandering
Time
around in the
passes
shadows.
differently in the shadows.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get out of here. Keep the brights on. Take you home, and
Sammy,
do
are
we
you,
never talk about this again, or do we want to meet up and figure out how to destroy the phone, the house, and the ghost?
The phone? Wait, what? What about the phone?
I show you
phone?
the call. I show you my call log and the outgoing texts to Jason.
Mia, this is
It wasn't me. It was, you of all people know it was not me.
I mean, yes, but also
Wait,
the heart
like-
makes you do strange things.
let me look
Look,
at my phone. And
if those texts had been to Tamara, I'd own it. But to Jason, have you seen his beard? He's been trying to grow a beard for 6 months, and it's still that scraggly, patchy mess. Like, he's got holes in the facial hair that are never filling in. I don't think he has follicles there. Why the hell would I? He
Okay.
needs to shave. No, not to Jason. Tamara, yes. Jason, never.
Okay. You make good points.
also,
but-
my phone is full of them too. And I have a question for y'all, because I think I have one idea, but I'm sure you'll have better ones. What number are those ones from?
Ooh.
What's your idea?
Yeah, what is your idea?
My idea is Mia, but I think it would be. Oh, I wonder who the last person I called was. That could be it. But it could be anyone.
I mean, my initial thought is that it's coming as over the top and ridiculous and cheesy as this is. It makes a certain amount of sense because it's not from, a texting number or an actual phone number. What if it's just coming from 666?
Oh, I was thinking that.
Yep. Okay.
Because it's not one of the 5-digit
666.
texting codes and it's not an actual phone number. So it couldn't have been done.
But it has. At least that's the number that's showing up at the top of the text. 666.
Oh, shit.
I mean- At least a ghost is metal, I guess.
I guess.
I think we need to talk to Laurene about this.
This ghost is weird. It's like, I don't know. The ghost is like,
Bringing back things from
it's like a
middle
teenager's
school.
idea of a ghost. Yeah.
Yeah. This is like all the kids who listen to like heavy metal's idea of a ghost mixed up with, well, kids we knew in high school. I mean,
I think Onyx is like looking kind of nervous right now. I think she's like, that's weird. I mean, yeah, those kids who like played with this sort of stuff in high school. Yeah. And then she just like looks down. She's like, Laurene and I, in like freshman year, tried to summon a spirit. And it didn't work. At least we thought it didn't work, but
Oh, God damn it, Onyx.
Didn't do it at that house, did you?
it was near the house.
Let me guess. It wasn't not in the house?
Well, it was like, let me look at this map. It was like the shores of that lake near the house. I mean, we'd like stolen some wine and thought it was funny and stuff, but maybe
So-
I
it
bet
worked.
you had a Ouija board, didn't you?
Laurene had one.
God damn.
I think Mia could throw a phone from there to the house.
Yeah,
So-
probably.
I mean, let's be honest. We know I can throw a phone.
So it's been waiting there all this time? Since high
Or-
school?
Maybe it was just a really slow working spell. I don't know. Laurene's been saying things recently about like things being real, and I didn't think they were real, but now who's to say?
Wait, okay, so Laurene believes this stuff now? I mean, I thought she just sold haunted dolls because people bought them. Does she actually think they're haunted?
I think so.
Oh.
Like she was good. I was gonna meet up with her later this week, and she's gonna show me something. But I mean, this stuff happened, and yeah, seems pretty real, weird, real.
Onyx, I just want to say, please don't ever involve any of us in your research again.
Oh, but my coffee shop romance.
That's not a romance. That's my biography. Jesus.
Well, one bit of research maybe left. I mean, whatever your ritual is that summoned the ghost, we gotta do the reverse of it. Where did you find the ritual in the first place?
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Yep.
There was wine involved.
And a Ouija board, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, Onyx, I have to ask. I mean, since there was a Ouija board involved, did you also have like a paperback copy of the fucking Satanic Bible or some shit with you? Is that what you were using? Like, how 13-year-old Christian death, oh my God, I'm tragic, were you when you were doing this ritual?
I mean, Mia, you knew me in high school. It wasn't until like later that I really hit my stride. I was Laurene's friend, and her parents had like that used bookstore, and yeah, maybe there were weird paperback books, but like,
I can't believe I'm about to say this. I never should have loaned you that Bauhaus record. Shouldn't have done it. This is at least partly my fault. You fell in love with Bela Lugosi's Dead, and then you thought Peter Murphy was like that scrawny, gaunt, hollow-eyed looking dude was like the sexiest thing on the planet. And now look at where we are. Look at us, Onyx.
was a phase, Mia. And I've definitely matured as an adult now. As you can see, I am a highly published romance novelist.
You go by the name Onyx.
Yeah, it's my name.
Also, we just broke you out of an urgent care center.
Where you were
They
restrained.
misunderstood me.
By the way, did any of us put down any kind of identifying information on the admissions paperwork? Did we just skip out on a hospital bill?
Did you give him your name?
Is it a small enough town that they'd recognize us?
Maybe.
Anyway?
I think, well, I don't think that the nurse who restrained you to the bed recognized you.
Okay.
Or you could have maybe reasoned with her a bit more.
Oh no, I totally told her my name. I was probably talking to her. I was telling her about how I was doing research.
Right, yeah.
And then it turned into, how dare you do this to me? Do you know who I am? I'm Onyx Wright, the successful romance novelist.
Yeah. Very much so. So Onyx is probably going to get a bill.
Well, I think that's the thing to worry about after you survive the ghost long enough to pay the bill or get the bill. Okay, so wait, you...
It's almost dawn at least. At least there's that.
Do we want to just keep driving around on roads with streetlights until dawn?
I could go for some French fries.
Yeah. Okay, there's a... Yeah,
Let's head up the diner. I mean, even Hemingway knew that diners are clean, well-lighted places.
Yeah, and there's even, if we park up close, we won't have to go through any dark at all. It's fine. Yeah. God, I said with the wine coolers and the breaking into the haunted house, we were reliving our childhoods. Little did I know that we're going to Denny's afterwards.
And how much we were living our high childhoods, including apparently spells to summon goddamn ghosts.
Yeah.
Look, at least I made one night interesting. Not a lot of stuff happens here.
Look, Onyx, you're a writer. You didn't keep a journal when you were a teenager where you might have written down that spell?
Oh, maybe I did.
I bet you dotted your I's with hearts, didn't you? Even in the journal where you're writing down the spell, you dotted your I's with hearts. I just...
Why don't you drop me at home and I can go searching through an old box in my basement. I think when I moved, I stuffed it in there.
Why don't we all stay together until the sun comes up, just in case? I mean,
dark
there
basement.
might be a little bit of safety in numbers. And do you really want to miss French fries?
You're right. Okay. But as soon as the sun comes up, I need to see if I have that notebook.
Comes up, you can get out of my sight. Because you can go figure out how to fix this. I've got to figure out what the hell to do about my favorite coffee shop. I probably can't even get tea at this point. He's probably already told Tamara.
Maybe he's into it.
Just tell him somebody hacked your phone.
Or that. Not like you have a reputation to uphold.
I mean, Sammy, I'd love to be able to say that somebody hacked my phone, but, well, he overheard our conversation. Or do you forget him saying, Mia, what the hell?
Right, but like I don't think at any point in that conversation we said, or you said, I'm going to send text messages to Jason now.
No, I certainly did not say that. I have never in my life said that.
I don't know if he'll believe that or not, but.
Well, I mean, I could just say, instead of, I'm just not that into you, I could say, I'm really not into you. Like, I don't know. Maybe my way out of this is saying, dude, I am so not into you, but I am so totally into your fiance.
Honesty?
I mean, radical honesty. That's a thing, right? That's like a trend.
It's a novel idea.
Onyx, you're the writer. Is it actually a novel idea? Is that something you could use like as an idea for a story?
I mean, yes, but it normally doesn't end up the way that you want it to end up. Or it depends on what point in the novel this is happening. If they speak too early what they're thinking, then obviously you have like half the book left and bad things happen. But if they stayed at the end, then maybe that's a good thing. But I have no idea where in the novel we are right now.
This is, oh God. And I'm just covering my face with my hands.
Wait, is this a romance novel that we're in, or is this a like tragic literary novel?
It's a romance novel, obviously.
I mean, Sammy, at the rate we're going, it's probably a V.C. Andrews novel.
Oh shit.
Really quick. As far as any of us know, we're not related to each other.
As far as I know.
Okay. I had to ask.
Just don't go into any
yes.
attics.
Right, got it. Yeah, BC understand. Yeah, thanks. In case this wasn't 8th grade enough. Okay. Right, let's go to the diner and sit there calmly, and everything will be fine, and we'll be in a nice bright light, and we can figure out what to do about this ghost thing once it gets light. Right?
I want French fries and coffee and pie.
Well, there's your solution to the coffee shop. You can just go to the diner.
Their coffee is terrible.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you can see the bottom of the cup when it's full.
That's because the bottom of the cup is black.
And scummy.
Yeah, and the coffee is weak. It's like just vaguely brown. It's like coffee adjacent. It's not even Sanka.
It does look like they just sort of scooped some water out of the river and put some dirt in it.
Oh, great. That's so much better. Now we're drinking ghost water.
Okay.
French fries, pie, no coffee.
All right, Onyx, is your phone working?
She pulls it out of her bag and says, "Yeah, it looks fine."
So you haven't texted anybody that you want them?
Oh, you see, I haven't run off into the darkness recently.
Only because you were tied down to the bed in the ER.
Again, not my fault.
I was just thinking we could look up if anybody named Arath is. I don't know when they would have died, but it's not a common name.
It is definitely not a common name. And she will like type it into Google, generic Google, and just be like, not a whole lot of people.
Is this a roll?
Yeah, probably.
What we know about Arath? Or what Google knows about Arath?
I have an idea. And I think this is a goth roll.
Okay.
I think that you need to be more specific in your Google search and look up junior high and high school yearbooks from the area. I don't think Arath is an actual demon, but probably just the spirit of a high school age teenage goth who chose that because they thought it sounded really awesome and dark and wicked.
What if it's one of rearranged? Yeah, I can't remember what the word is, but
Oh, an anagram?
Yeah, an anagram. That of something. I don't know if it has any cool Arthur ish. Too many R's.
No, there's only one, right? Let me write this down.
I mean, that's
How do you
better than
spell
my
Arthur?
idea because I was just thinking Orath is short for Rathu.
No, it is Arthur. Arthur, it's totally.
Wait, doesn't Arthur have 2 R's and Arath has 1?
Oh, you're right. Yes.
We
Okay.
could spell Arath with
Minus
2
an R.
R's.
The second the second R is silent. It's Artha or something along those lines.
Yes, they were a British exchange student. But so should I do like a goth roll?
I think this is a goth roll.
What is my goth? It's like not what I want it to be.
Or wait, would it be a prep roll because it's yearbook?
Yeah, I mean, goth would be if you were.
Dealing with haunted dolls.
Yeah, or if you
Yeah.
were asking the ghost, like, what his name was.
Is it nerdly because I'm trying to recall a fact?
That could be it. Yeah.
It could be nerd as well because yearbook.
And
Yeah.
also, your Google foo could come into this.
My my romance novel
Yes.
research skills. Okay, I'm gonna do nerd, which is much better for me. That is 8 plus 4 or plus 2 is 10.
Onyx, did you work on yearbook when you were in high school? Was that like, that class that you ducked off to that you never told anybody about? Like you're just like, oh yeah, I got to go to study hall, but you like never actually were in study hall?
I know I did theater. I probably covered theater for yearbook. Like I was one of those, like I do all the things. So yeah, I probably have a bunch of these yearbooks at home too. So if I see something like on the internet, I can go back and check at home. It's probably in the same box as my diary that's in the basement.
Which is dark and has shadows. So good luck with that.
Aw, you guys can help me, right?
I can help you. Mia has to figure out what to deal with Jason.
Yeah, it's true. So wait, that was a 10. Okay.
Yeah. Tell us about Arath.
Oh, okay.
Or do you want a token?
Yeah, I want a token. Where do I put that I have tokens?
It's next to the stats over to the left.
Oh, okay. The question. Oh, there it is. So, what are the complications about who Arath is, or about the process of finding out who Arath is?
You find, you find what Arath the ghost chose the name from, which is a Vampire the Masquerade game. The minor character, but extremely goth. Or something similar. I don't know.
Suggestion?
Yeah, that's my suggestion.
Okay. I think in your Googling and looking at high school yearbooks, it pops up. And then you realize that though you didn't know it at the time, it's your ex-boyfriend from high school.
Oh no. Okay, who is my ex-boyfriend from? Is this a person that? Wait, my ex-boyfriend is dead?
Yeah, well, it was one of those things that you didn't hear about. Probably died doing something foolish, like trying to juggle chainsaws while riding a unicycle.
How can I love this person?
Well, maybe he died in that house. Maybe as far as you know, he just disappeared.
I mean,
he went away to college.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah.
Because like
And
you
you
guys
thought you
split
stayed
up like
away.
6 months before graduation or whatever.
Oh, it was like way before that.
Yeah, and
It
you
was
went
when
off to become
Tamara.
I mean,
Like-
you went off to become a successful romance novelist. He, quote, went off to college.
Yes. Okay, I like that.
But I also think that he got the name from Vampire the Masquerade.
Of course, my ex-boyfriend would have been like a huge goth also. Okay.
Did you ever play in any of those games?
Nope.
Or did he just like
Oh, wait.
bug you and tell you that you should show up because it's a really cool group of kids and it's awesome and it's this goth game and you get to play a vampire and oh my god, you'll love it, Onyx.
No, I was too busy going to like play rehearsals. Like I think I was just dating him for the aesthetic.
So basically what you're saying is that you were LARPing Vampire the Masquerade instead of rolling dice.
Yes. All right, so I will have to write this down somewhere because my brain is not memorizing things. Remembering things. Yeah, I think I just like look up from my phone as we're in the diner and like look at you guys and say like, did you know this? You guys remember? Probably had like some normal name. What's a good normal name? Do you guys remember Landon?
Landon, you mean that guy you were dating?
Yeah,
The one who
I
used to
mean-
write 666 all over his notebooks?
yeah.
Had like he dyed his hair like as black as he could get it and like had black nail polish and wore black lipstick all the time and like black eyeliner.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, he was going to like college somewhere, and I mean, we broke up like what 6 months into dating. But like, I just found a newspaper article where apparently he like disappeared shortly after arriving at college.
Like just left, or like, are we talking missing person search?
Yeah, like missing persons search. And I mean, that's everything that Google has. Missing persons search, nothing left. But what's really weird is just that like they made an obituary and it was like talked about how much he loved playing games and a character that he had named Arath. And I guess maybe he died.
So are you really telling us? Are you ruining these delightful French fries by telling us that you had a stalker ex who is such a stalker that he is stalking you from beyond the grave?
I don't think he's stalking me. As far as I can tell, he's stalking both of you. And maybe Jason.
So, okay, let me get this straight. Your ex died, nobody knew it. He's haunting an abandoned house out in the middle of nowhere near a gas station. And then he haunts well, we can't be the first. No, the door was open. We can't be the first people to have gone in there. What makes us special?
I'm going to go out on a limb here. None of us have a Y chromosome.
Yeah. But like, I mean, so as creepy as it is, Onyx would make sense. Yeah, sorry, that's really creepy. But like, I barely remember the guy.
I mean, same. Like,
Are we seriously being stalked by an incel ghost? Is that what's going on?
I mean, looks like it.
Seems like it, yeah. We're being stalked by an incel ghost. Okay. This is okay. No, what am I talking about? This is terrible. So what do we know about him? Like, how do we get rid of him? Was there anything he was afraid of?
Tamara.
There we go. All we gotta do is tell Tamara we're being stalked by a ghost who's afraid of her, and she should help us with the ritual to get rid of him. And maybe that seems like a bad idea. Never mind.
We're talking about a cheerleader who owns a tea shop now.
Yeah.
I mean, back in high school, like when she first moved here and started doing all that pageant stuff, I think he felt threatened by her.
Yeah, I mean, who didn't really? I mean, it's funny. Like, she didn't get popular until we all grew up, and now everyone loves her. But like in high school, I don't think anybody ever talked to her.
Yeah.
Least of all, yeah, Landon.
I mean, he was mad that it wasn't his name I spray painted. It
Yeah.
was hers.
Is that why you broke up?
Maybe.
Do you think she was lonely back then?
She didn't meet Jason until like later on, right?
I'm
Yeah,
suddenly
he's
feeling
pretty
bad because
nice, but
she was always nice, but she was so intimidating. I mean, if none of us ever talked to her, I mean, do you think she had any friends back then? God, I want to give her a hug now.
You always want to give her a hug.
Yeah, but I want to give her a consoling hug.
Oh, okay. That was an important clarification there, Mia.
Oh, Jesus, Onyx. I'm trying to have empathy for another human being, and you're turning it into something sordid and tawdry and cheap.
No, that's sweet, and you should maybe tell her that.
Yeah.
Because she'd be more
Sammy's
inclined
right.
to help us get rid of her, or our ghost stalker.
She still scares me. Like, she's still intimidating.
You?
Like, why do you think I just give her fiance death glances?
I mean, I figured because you didn't want to be a homewrecker.
No, they don't really have a home to wreck yet, so technically,
Fair game till they say our deal, huh?
Well, you guys know that I think I had 2 dates in high school, and it was never with the same person, and I don't know how to talk to people that way. I always say something really awkward and off topic, and just they look at me like I smell funny, and then I just run off.
So our ghost is haunting people he sees as kindred spirits. That's what's happening, I think. Other people who didn't have any dates in high school.
Then why is he being such a dick about it?
Because he's a teenager.
He never got a chance to grow up.
Why couldn't we have a nice ghost that spammed Tamara with "I want you" texts instead of Jason? Jesus.
I mean, would you really want to explain that? I
No,
think
but
that
maybe I'd get lucky and she'd just say, like, she'd like come to see me someplace and walk in and say, "I never knew you felt this way. I feel the exact same thing," and kiss me, and I wouldn't have to say anything.
So just text her now. Say, "I want you."
Do it.
You were just telling me, Onyx, that you don't know what part of the story that's at. If we're only halfway through, that's a whole lot of awkwardness, a whole lot more awkwardness for me to live through.
But you'll never find out what part of the story we're at if you don't try it. Sammy makes a good point. And you did just basically write a whole romance novel in what you just said right there.
Was it a good one?
I would read it. I mean,
I've seen your bookshelves. That's not a vote of confidence.
I think that maybe it's worth it. Like half of romance is just taking the jump, right?
Besides, I can't really stammer and sputter in a text message, can I?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want an excuse, you could. We could ask her for help.
What the hell? And I just start furiously typing out a text message. Like all the, I could never talk to you in high school. I could never tell you how I felt. It's like I'm terribly awkward in person with people that I like, which is why I'm always stammering whenever you're around. And then just like hitting send. And of course, because the screen's cracked, my fingers are now bleeding.
Oh no.
Here, have a napkin. You can like wrap it around the world's lamest Band-Aid.
If this works out, one of you has to give the toast at our wedding and explain that sending those texts meant so much to me that I literally bled for it.
I think that's Onyx's department.
Yeah. So I'll put those vows or that speech I was writing on hold, right?
Yeah. Probably. I mean, on the bright side of things, if they decide to go through with the wedding, I'm pretty sure my invitation just got rescinded, so I won't have to be there to see it. I'm pretty sure I won't be presiding over it.
Yeah. So
I mean, you really don't want the minister saying, "I know a reason why these two shouldn't be wed," and kissing the bride to be.
So either way, it ends well.
I'm not sure if this is the worst night of my life or the best.
It depends on what part of the story we're at.
I do know this, even though, God damn it, Onyx, why did you have to say that? And this isn't just the whiskey talking. I love you guys. You're awesome. You're my best friends. Bring it in. And I like reach over the table and like try to awkwardly hug your shoulder, probably like knocking some French fries off the plate in the process and getting pie on my shirt somehow.
Onyx will like pull out another mysterious glass of wine from her Mary Poppins purse of wine and set it on the table.
We are really classing this joint up tonight, aren't we?
Yep. Is this another bottle of Boone's Farm?
In keeping with the tradition tonight, apparently.
Yep.
Yep.
If 13-year-olds didn't exist, Boone's Farm would have had to invent them.
Yeah. Well, to Tamara, like to the plane.
To mortifying embarrassment.
To haunted houses.
Yeah. Okay. Sun's coming up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guess we gotta face the consequences.
So can we do the ritual in the house during the day? Will that work?
It doesn't quite have the same panache as like
Yeah,
at
you know,
night.
I can't see Landon being impressed by it now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think it has to be at night. Probably back at the side of the lake where we did it the first time.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he's just like a sad and lonely teenage ghost, do we really have to burn the house down? Just like to try to make him happy? Like, I don't know, can give him an Xbox or something? Like, hey, the afterlife sucks. You're stuck here. Play Halo.
Can't he just go on anyone else's Xboxes? He just let himself into our phones. Or your guys' phones.
Maybe he's been stuck there. Maybe he hasn't been able to get out. Maybe those silly devices we went in with, those ghost detecting things, sort of created a way for him to get off the property.
Onyx like looks at Sammy. Sarah, do you know or something?
I followed the instructions. I mean, the instructions could have been wrong.
That's probably it.
Maybe. Maybe we should borrow Laurene's.
Yeah. Maybe just get her to help.
We could.
This is starting to seem like the least worst idea of the night, so I don't think we have any good ideas at this point. I think we just have less bad ones.
I mean, Laurene might have to be there because she was there when we did the ritual the first time.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like you'd want to have the same people there and do it at about the same time. But I mean, I know about programming. I don't know about, well, okay. Like I read about tarot cards and things like that because, I mean, who among us didn't when we were that age, right? But I don't know, maybe programming and magic aren't that far apart.
How do you end the program?
Well, it depends on the program. It depends on what it's supposed to do. I mean,
Let's say it's supposed to haunt people.
Well, I suppose it would have to have some sort of terminal state. And I mean, so when I was hacking into the IRS's system last year to make sure Tamara didn't have to pay taxes on her shop, I mean, I basically just used a buffer overflow exploit. And, you know, that's kind of like, you know, it's almost like putting a ghost into the system in a weird way, because you're basically just overflowing that reality with something that shouldn't be there. And that's how you get in. Maybe a ghost is doing something like that. Maybe this is just, maybe RAS is just a buffer overflow exploit. And we just have to patch reality.
Wait, does that mean there's a programmer?
I mean, what was the old line? any sufficiently advanced form of science is indistinguishable from magic or something like that. I mean, magic uses languages. We all speak languages. Programming is using different languages. It's all languages. They all have their own syntax. They all have their own ways to break them.
So we just have to find the right words / ritual / whatever the hell to tell Arth to get lost.
Or at least to patch it so that he's not a miserable, sad ghost living in a house that people want to burn down. I mean, if he's latching on to people he sees as kindred spirits, I mean, I realize that you may be shocked to hear this, but high school wasn't that great.
No.
For me, I don't think it was great. I mean, anybody I know who high school was great for is usually a miserable adult because they peaked early.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not something. Maybe you just need to be like nice to him.
You ever tried being nice to an incel?
I mean, you're basically asking if I have a Reddit account.
Do you?
Not anymore. Deleted it. Tried to be nice to an incel. Deleted the account.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for giving him something to keep him busy. I'm all for making his undeath suck less. I'm not volunteering myself to be his best friend until he's tired of haunting me.
What if we just sent him back to be actually dead? It's probably better than living,
Being stuck in the middle.
being a ghost forever.
Maybe.
It'd just be like sleeping, maybe.
Or we could also like try to have Onyx makes friends with him. I mean, it'd be good research, right, Onyx?
I did that once already. And
You made friends with a ghost?
well, no. I was Landon's friend. for
Right. Yeah.
part.
Sorry, I
Like-
forgot about. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
same. It's hard to think of a real person
know,
we knew and a ghost as the same person.
The scrawny kid versus the weird manifestation of
Yeah.
metaphysical ability. Like,
God, he's probably so stoked.
Yeah, I don't know if we can. I don't think he wants to be dead. I think he's probably enjoying the hell out of being a ghost, to be honest.
Right?
yeah.
He's
But-
like,
Ooh, I leveled up from playing Vampire the Masquerade to playing Wraith. Awesome.
yeah. I mean, that's fine. He just needs to do it somewhere else.
Yeah, but do we really want to like this kind of feels like we're sort of responsible. Do we really just want to foist the problem off on someone else or some other place?
Damn it! I knew you were going to ask that. No, we can't.
Maybe we should talk to him somehow.
You know, that's the sanest thing any of us, I think, have said.
Like, see
At
what
least
you
for
want
2 days. Yeah, just ask him. Yeah.
aside from you and Jason.
And you.
I haven't gotten that text message yet.
So how do we contact him?
Laurene still has that Ouija board.
What if we just texted 666?
Ah,
What? What are you gonna say? Yo, what's up?
Hey, Landon. What
Hey,
do you want?
up?
You're gonna make me do this, aren't you? I'm the only one with the working phone left.
Yep. And you see me like tilt my head back with the flask and then look sad, kind of shake it a little bit, and you see like one drop of whiskey hit the table. And it's like, it definitely has to be you now.
So I'm just gonna sigh and be like, fine, I guess. If I was maybe part of the one that started this, least I can do. And Onyx just like opens up like the message app, so like type 666 and says like, hey Landon / Orath, it's me, Onyx. Are you there? Hit
I feel like
send.
this is a goth roll.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens. I also feel like it's an epistolary phase, which, oh no. Let's see. 2. What is my goth? Why can't I remember this? -1. I am not very goth. Haha, that's a 2.
So you do have tokens.
I do have tokens. But what sort of fun happens if I just fail?
Do we come up with ideas again for how this gets worded?
Yeah, I mean, if it was if you were doing this versus a PC, they would answer it, but
you just get to a player who's not involved. Just decides.
Which of us is least involved? We're all kind of involved, so
maybe we all suggest options and vote.
Yeah, I think like maybe we just treat it as a 7 to 9, but you don't succeed.
Or I can spend that token. It just moves it up 1, right? There'll still be complications.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 of my tokens. When my mouse will work. All right, so it's a 7 to 9 now.
Okay. I mean, now he's haunting your phone.
The funny thing is, you and I had a similar idea. Mine was your phone bursts into flames in your hand.
Oh, okay. Fine. I think I want both, but we'll say he's haunting my phone. And I drop it as it like heats up.
A yearbook picture of him appears on your lock screen.
No. And it's probably like, oh, they probably have this awful like picture of us at like freshman prom or something, in like the awkward prom pose.
Like with the braces and the corsage and everything.
Yeah.
Was it one of those dresses where you had like the forearm, like the lacy forearm pseudo glove thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. And it was like that. It was like that weird shimmery type of fabric that's like stiff, and it went from like burgundy to like blue, depending on like what angle it was.
Oh, like the iridescent stuff.
Yeah, because it's like goth-ish. Yeah, and I just like dropped my phone. And I just like, that sort of worked. I got a response.
And the phone's in flames, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure the waitress is rushing over with a fire extinguisher.
Yep. Your phone is buried under a mountain, or it's just buried under a mountain of like fire extinguisher foam. But the text message, like, whatever sound you have, keeps going off.
I plunge my arms into the foam, just like swearing. and like pull it out, and it's probably charred, and the screen is like
The case is all melted.
the case is melted, and the screen is like black, but somehow there's still that picture on it. Like it's not on, but the picture is still there. And I'm just like, I show it to you, like to both of you.
Well, I guess that's confirmed.
Did you change your passcode?
It's not even on.
Huh.
I mean, I hand it to you, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to get a new phone.
Hang on a second. I tap on it a little bit. Now you're good. Here you go. I took the passcode off. I mean, seriously, Onyx, if you're going to have a stalker, try to get one who's more imaginative than using 666 for everything. Come on, like that wasn't guessable.
Like he said, he's like, what, 18 forever?
He wasn't even a mature 18-year-old.
He was like 18, stuck at 12.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't even know why he pulled this picture up.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he can hunt my phone and I just get rid of I'll bury the phone somewhere and get a new one. If that's all he wants, he's welcome to it. It's got a lot of games on it. I mean, he can play Pokemon Go forever. I don't care. Like, but I don't think that's...
I mean, you didn't even
He
put
wants.
Monument Valley on there? Monument Valley's great.
I did, but then I beat it and then I deleted it so I could fit another game on it.
Would he be satisfied haunting a phone that's buried in the dirt?
No, probably, I don't know.
And like he'd send text messages to it until the battery ran out, and then what would he do?
Yeah, good point.
And then he can still text us,
Mm-hmm.
which we probably don't want. I think we just have to send him somewhere else or back to the grave.
Yeah.
All of everything we've thought about, just we get stuck with him no matter what we do.
If he's in our phone, could we upload him somewhere?
And set him loose on the internet?
I mean,
That
he's
seems like a
rated on
really
Reddit.
bad idea. That really seems like a very, very, very bad idea. And the internet has enough problems.
We've got
Yeah, okay.
Laurene's got those haunted dolls. Haunted in quotation marks.
Oh my God. Onyx, you're brilliant.
Can we just
How stoked would he be to like inhabit a porcelain doll to freak people out and haunt them and know that people value it so much that they will pay massive amounts of cash for it? And then he can just fuck with them all day long. And it's people who actually went out and directly tried to buy one of these things, so they've asked for it.
and it'll help Laurene out, and
And it
small
might teach
town.
them a thing or two about consent.
And somebody will actually get the haunted doll they wanted.
Yeah. This is brilliant.
I mean, I've got one of her dolls. Like, I took it home.
Wait, you what?
I borrowed a doll. I don't think it was actually haunted. Like, Sammy said nothing really weird happened around there.
Sammy,
I took it home.
Sammy,
Yeah.
even I know what Laurene does to people who steal from her. How could you let Onyx do this?
Well, I mean, should I have yelled, "Hey, don't steal that," in front of
Well,
Laurene?
I'm like Laurene's friend. Like,
You're like Laurene's friend. Like you're close to being her friend. You're kind of friend in the neighborhood of friendship.
I think we're friends. She would
Does
have
she think you're friends?
she wouldn't have invited me to do this like ritual at the solar farm if she didn't think we were friends, right?
Wait, another ritual?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a ritual heavy month for me.
What's she gonna do this time? Summon Satan?
I don't know. Solar farms seem
Did she suggest
brighter
this ritual before or after you stole the doll?
before.
Well, thank God for that. I mean, if it was after, I'm pretty sure you'd be part of a human sacrifice, but
Laurene knows I write novels and she knows I need inspiration sometimes. I didn't think it'd be a big deal, so I was going to put it back eventually.
Onyx, tell me, do you just get your worst ideas out in real life so that the books you write are pretty good? Is that how this works?
So you admit my books are pretty good.
They're better than stealing from Laurene.
Oh, but look, now we have a doll. We can put Orath/Landon in it and free ourselves of his idea of fun.
Okay. I think you're sort of on the right track there. But one, it's time for breakfast, and I think we should have pancakes or waffles because that sounds absolutely delicious right now, and I'm hungry. And then two, I think maybe after we have breakfast, we track down Laurene and you explain to her that you borrowed one of her semi-haunted, creepy porcelain dolls, and you apologize for doing so, and we explain the situation and point out that we are actually being stalked by a ghost that wants to haunt people, and we can help her out by like maybe figuring out a way to get this ghost to go into one of these dolls so that it will be actually haunted. Because I think she'll forgive you if you one, apologize, and two, provide her with a way to create an actually haunted porcelain doll that she can sell, because you know how much she sells those things for.
Yeah.
Money makes people forgive a lot.
Yeah, we can do that. I probably should find that ritual from.
Probably.
And you probably should talk to Tamara at some point.
I'm going to need more whiskey.
Okay, so we drop you off. We stop by the liquor store. Or wait, we stop by the liquor store, then we drop you off, right? That order of things. And
because I'm sure by this point, Onyx probably needs wine, right?
Probably.
that bag still looks pretty heavy.
Yeah, I imagine she gets wine as like a present from her publisher every time she publishes a book. And she just like has a lot. She quality over or quantity over quality.
Yeah, I'll pop to buy you a box of Franzia.
Yeah. Sammy and I can go check my basement. Maybe Sammy, we should
go into a liquor store without getting carded.
Maybe we should grab like the ghost ghost hunting stuff, Sammy.
Yeah. Probably need to, I don't know, fix whatever's wrong with it, but yeah.
Maybe you can like draw him out with
Maybe.
it.
Maybe. So, yeah. So, I mean, we have a ritual now. Should maybe, I don't know. You think Laurene would be into someone else's ritual? Or is she going to want to run it?
You know, Laurene, she wants to be in charge.
Yeah. She was the one whose ritual called him. here in the first place.
I don't think she meant to call him.
Yeah. So she does a ritual to get rid of him, and she actually getting rid of somebody else.
Ooh. Yeah, that seems like...
I don't want to end up in a haunted doll.
Ah. I mean, if we do it ourselves, we can't promise that none of us are going to end up in the haunted doll either.
True. Okay, well, what's happening at the solar farm? What's that one about?
Onyx like glances over at Mia and like glances over at Sammy and shrugs and says like, I don't really know. All she said was that she wanted to show me that magic is real. Seems kind of pointless now.
I'm drinking straight from the whiskey bottle at this point. I'm not even bothering with a flask.
Okay. Well, let's...
One ritual at a time.
Yeah. Let's get started. Mia has a very awkward conversation to have.
Yep.
Do you want us there in the background?
Please. Oh my God. Yes, please. I mean, if I'm going to go down in flames, I would at least like to make sure there's somebody there with a fire extinguisher.
Oh, I thought you were going to say with a phone camera, but...
What? No.
Luckily, none of our phones work.
None of us have phones. So you're safe there. But unfortunately, that means you also can't see her reply. So you won't know going into that conversation what her answer was. So that'll be great.
Great. This is like Schrodinger's cat except love. Yeah. Is the love alive? Is the love dead? Who knows? It's in a box.
Really? I think you should consider writing some of these, Mia. Like, it's a whole other genre from mine. Like, I tend to do the, paranormal stuff, but there's
like this isn't the
like
Onyx. Right now, we're all currently living one of your novels. For me, at this moment, that's enough. I don't need to write one. I just need to survive this one.
paranormal romance usually, doesn't the person end up with the ghost? Because that's not how I want this to end.
It ends with a happily ever after. It doesn't necessarily have to be with the ghost.
Okay.
But does it end with a happily ever afterlife? And I do finger guns back too.
Okay, yeah. Let's get me into this awkward
phone.
conversation before she gets any less drunk, because I think she's going to need to be drunk for this.
I'm not stumbling drunk, but I probably am wearing Eau de Distillery perfume. So who's going to play Tamara?
I can.
So, hi.
All this time, you agreed to officiate at our wedding, and you were trying to steal my fiance? Jason told me about your texts.
It was a really, 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 really weird night. I'll put it to you this way. If I tried to tell you what actually happened, you would think that I'm probably a lot drunker than I am, and that I'd also been doing hallucinogens. Because the story is literally too weird to be believed.
No, I mean, I believe the drunk part for sure. That's a whole lot of text for a sober person.
The text that I actually sent was the one I sent to your phone.
My phone. She looks around like, oh shit, I don't even, where'd I put it? Never mind. You're here now. What could you possibly have texted me that would explain I want you to my fiance?
Oh God, you didn't get the text. Oh God.
You're standing in front of me. You can tell me what it is now, because in spite of myself, I'm a little bit morbidly curious about this explanation.
I was never interested in Jason. Oh God. And I turn and look at Onyx and say, how the hell do they do this in the romance novels?
Onyx is just sitting there in the back with her like chin in her hands and just like gestures. She's like, go on.
Okay, it's true. I was trying to steal a fiance, but I wasn't trying to steal Jason. I was trying to steal you. There. I love you. You're beautiful. You're intimidating as hell. I don't know what to say. I've never been good with the words like this. Please don't be mad.
Wait. Okay. I don't think I can be mad at that. Well, yeah, I can. I can be mad at that. Why the hell didn't you tell me?
I've never been good at anything like this.
Why didn't you tell me 3 years ago? Just
I tried.
Toss that time out there.
I tried. I really did. And I really, 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 really did try. But all I could get out was, do you like to play dominoes? I mean, who the hell says that ever in any context? Who asks that question?
And I said, no. How the hell was I supposed to know it was a code?
It wasn't a code. It was just what I could manage to get out. You're intimidating as hell. Do you know this? Have you looked in the mirror? Do you know how sweet and kind you are? I mean, it's not even that you're gorgeous. It's that you're always gentle with people. It's like you're the nicest person I know. And
if you had heard my thoughts this morning, you would not be saying that.
I mean, that, yeah, I can't, who would blame you? Who on earth, who on this planet would blame you? I mean, but.
God damn it. Mia, you're
so nice that, how could I say no to officiating at your wedding? Like, I want you to be happy. If Jason makes you happy, then he makes you happy. I'll shut up. I'll go away. I won't bug you about this again. I'll just deal with it. You deserve to be happy. I want you to be happy. And if happy for you is Jason, then that's that. I won't say another word about it. I'll officiate your wedding if you want me to. I'll shut the hell up. I'll go away. I won't officiate your wedding if you don't want me to. I'll just.
This is a lot
Yeah, I know.
If you had said me instead of dominoes, things would be very different right now.
Dominoes was the only word I could think of. Like, haven't you ever been like that? Like, so just,
Yes.
then you know, then
Around
you
the time you
understand.
asked me about dominoes. So yeah, I do understand.
I mean,
You have the worst timing.
I know. It's like Robert Smith saying in that Cure and saying in Pictures of You, if only I'd thought of the right words. Like, I literally could not think of the right words. I mean, my brain works with computers. What was that?
You could have texted. I don't
did.
think autocorrect would have put dominoes there.
I did text and you didn't get it yet.
This morning.
I thought we already established my timing's not that great.
Yeah. Mia, I have to think about this.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me, I guess.
We'll blame these two and whiskey. They kind of, well, they refused to let me not say anything any longer. And drove me to a liquor store. So that helped. Just,
Yeah.
please don't be mad.
I look over at Onyx and Sammy and you two also have terrible timing.
Onyx just she had to make the choice on her own. She could have done it earlier. I agree.
Yeah.
I should probably get out of your hair, huh?
Yeah, we should talk. How about this evening? I just need a little bit of time to think.
I understand. Tonight's, it should be good, assuming we make it through the rest of the day. Things are a little weird right now.
Onyx is nodding wildly in the back. He's tonight is great. You should come over tonight.
Is there a party or something? I don't want to interrupt.
No, it's things, like I said, things are weird. And if I talk about how weird they actually are, you're probably going to think that I need help. But it's been a really weird night.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess, I mean, and I look over at Onyx. Are we meeting up at your place tonight? Is that what's going on?
I was thinking, yes, we can start at my place, but we'll probably want to go, back by the lake later.
Like,
It's
Haven't been to the lake at night
nice.
in a long time.
The moonlight. Romantic.
Yeah. Sure. That sounds nice.
And we can definitely give you space to talk to. Like, we won't hang around to hear everything you say to me.
I am blushing the approximate shade of the oh no meter at 9.
Okay. Okay, yes. I will meet up with you tonight. I want an explanation.
You may actually see the explanation depending on how things go. So, I mean, at least that'll be good, because then you won't, if you see it, maybe it'll make a little bit more sense about how weird tonight was and why Jason got all those texts that I didn't send. And I'm just going to stop talking now, because I feel like I'm just digging a hole deeper. And I learned a long time ago that when you're in a hole, you just stop digging, because you don't need to make it deeper.
Yeah, you kind of are.
So, I will see you tonight. And I look
Yes.
at Onyx like, did I do that right? Did I actually get all those words out in the right order?
You didn't say dominoes, so
Thank heavens. I was worried to be something like, who knows what. Quantum mechanics, Schrodinger's cat slippers.
okay.
I'm going to go.
You're digging the
I'll
hole
see you
again.
tonight.
Onyx
And
is
I
going to probably just like walk over and like,
Wait. You should maybe have some. It's not good coffee, but something, because you're not driving, are you?
No, oh God, no. Nothing like that.
Okay.
And we just came from the diner. So, I mean,
Okay.
if you want to talk about not good coffee, they've got the lock on that.
Yeah. We're only the second worst coffee in town.
the diner was before the whiskey though. So Tamara's probably right. You should put some coffee in you.
Yeah, Sammy's driving. And I ate pancakes. I'm good.
Well, I just don't want you to die in a horrible car accident before tonight.
Y'all are
That's
so romantic.
literally the nicest thing anybody said to me today. I feel the same way about you. God damn it, they're good. Do you see? I might as well have said dominoes.
No, that was funny.
Okay. Onyx, Sammy, please get me out of here. Please.
We probably like half drag, half like gently walk back to the car.
So that was the most terrifying thing I've ever done.
Didn't sound so bad.
Can I go back to facing
sounds
ghosts?
terrible, but
I mean, can we just go back to like facing down ghosts, because that makes more sense and it's easier.
I mean, look, it ended up not bad. And no one is trying to hurt you. So you did the hard thing.
Yep.
She didn't tell you to
I-
get lost. So
No, she
Hey.
didn't. I mean, I certainly did the thing. That is a sentence that contains words.
You did it.
Is it time to go talk to Laurene yet? Because, I mean, frankly, telling her that Onyx stole one of her dolls feels less terrifying than telling Tamara that I've been in love with her for years.
seems to be the morning for those conversations, huh?
Yeah,
Do we
pretty much.
really have to tell her that I stole it?
What are you going to tell her? It fell into your goddamn ridiculous Felix the Cat handbag?
On top of all the wine bottles. I mean, that thing's big enough.
It is a really nice bag.
I mean, sorry, this haunted doll, this supposedly haunted doll that you were going to sell for several $100s just happened to fall into Onyx's bag, which also happens to have literally half a case of wine in it. So she didn't notice because, I mean, what's a porcelain doll when you're carrying 6 bottles of wine with you at all times? I mean, do you really think that's going to go over? You think she's going to buy that?
I mean, no, but I could just, we could just pretend it never happened. And one day maybe she'll bring it up, and maybe one day she won't. And
this from the woman who told me that I had to tell my years-long crush how I really feel.
yeah, well, I've thought about it a little, and I don't actually want to be on the end of Laurene's wrath.
Okay. I've thought about it for about 2 seconds, and I would like to say, you're going to tell her because you made me tell Tamara. Like, today is the day we're all admitting how screwed up we are and how ridiculous you are. And I don't care if the only thing you can get out of your mouth is the word dominoes. You're going to tell Laurene.
Okay, then what's Sammy gonna do?
I haven't been stealing anything or lusting after someone who's engaged for years.
I mean, of all 3 of us, Sammy may well be the only decent person.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I'll put it to you. How about you're better adjusted than we are?
Well, I mean, the whole haunted house thing was kind of my idea, so I feel like I'm already facing up to that. But with the whole haunting thing.
That's a very good point. That is a very good point. I mean, and you got to admit, Sammy is being honest and direct about it.
Oh, fine. I guess we'll go to.
Who says peer pressure is a bad thing? Look at this. We're all pressuring each other to do the right thing, to say things that we didn't want to say, and fix mistakes that we made. And this is a good thing. This is like supportive peer pressure.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll go to Timeless Treasures. See if Laurene has anything to say once I tell her.
Do you want to make this a roll? See how she reacts.
I think it definitely needs to be a roll. I just don't know which stat you roll it with. Goth, maybe, because it relates to haunted dolls.
I think maybe it depends on how you tell her.
Who wants to be Laurene?
Ooh.
Do
you want to do that, Bethany?
I mean, she's my boss, so I feel like.
So you might need to actually interact.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I'll do it.
So let's see. We're probably walking into the haunted or into the Timeless Treasures hallway antique mall thing. Probably hear clanking where Laurene is.
When you get there, I am staring at the vacant spot on the shelf where the doll was yesterday.
And I think you probably have to like prod Onyx forward.
Sammy, I'm glad you're here. I didn't see a bill of sale for this yesterday. Did we sell it and just like not put the paperwork in, not put it in the register?
I mean, I didn't sell it.
Well, I didn't sell it.
Oh, Laurene, I took it.
What?
I like took it because I needed a little something so that I could write what I knew. And my next book has haunted, porcelain dolls. So
I'm slowly turning and staring at you with a death gaze.
I thought you wouldn't mind. I do research, and it's like method acting, but for writing.
Are you method acting a thief?
No, I was gonna bring it back. You never look at that. I mean, I know you love your haunted doll section, but there's so many. And I don't even think it was one of the real haunted dolls. So I took it home. At this
point, the baleful eye of Sauron is staring at you.
Laurene, I've always been like you and I. We were always into like ghost stuff.
You didn't even ask.
You were busy, and I had to go work on this book. I was gonna bring it when we went over to the solar farm. Like,
you couldn't wait 5 minutes until I was done with whatever I was doing yesterday when you decided to steal from me?
When inspiration strikes, Laurene.
Inspiration striking. I feel like inspiration might be striking me right now.
Wait, no. I
suddenly feel inspired, Onyx.
Laurene, look, we kind of need the doll. Something come up.
So it's gone from it was an accident. It was research. I didn't think you'd mind to I stole it and I need it.
Well, okay, so definitely borrowed it before I ended up needing it. There's a whole several hours worth of events that happened in there. Sammy, tell her that there's like...
Sammy, you knew?
So Sammy didn't know I stole it. I mean, borrowed it.
So that house we were at, where...
Yes, the one last night.
Yeah.
When humor me for a moment, Sammy, please. Because as your employer, I would very much like to know when you found out Onyx had stolen something from your place of employment.
Borrowed.
This morning, and...
So you knew about this. You found out this morning?
Yes.
You didn't know about this yesterday when all of this was going on?
No.
Okay. So just so I have the timeline clear.
The thing you're missing...
You found out about it?
Timeline?
And brought her here? The moment you found out that she had stolen something from your place of employment, the moment you found that out, you brought her here, correct?
We made a couple of stops beforehand. There's a ghost in that house. Well, there was a ghost in that house.
So you made stops before you brought her here to return the stolen merchandise from your place of employment.
Laurene, it was a matter of, love or not love.
Onyx. A moment, if you would. So there were things more important than returning stolen merchandise to your place of employment.
Yeah, like making your haunted doll actually haunted.
Onyx, I want you to hold whatever thought that was passing through your head. Just put a pin in that. Sammy, you have my undivided attention.
There's a ghost. There's a creepy doll. There you go. We were hoping you'd know that.
I was going to say there is a big difference between having a haunted doll that you are bringing me and having a ghost and a haunted doll as two separate things. There's quite a wide gap between those two things.
But
there doesn't have to be a gap.
Onyx, a pin.
Laurene.
A pin, Onyx, please.
Onyx is going to sulk in the background.
You've dealt with this ghost before, though. You summoned him. You and Onyx, so...
Excuse me?
RF.
Who?
Also known as Landon. I really think Onyx is the one to talk to you about this.
Wait, that scrawny kid you dated back in high school?
It was for 6 months. And anyway, I don't think we really... Yeah, apparently. Remember when we tried to summon spirits that one night? It's like a full moon. We were out by the lake.
There were several.
Okay, the first time we tried summoning spirits by the lake. And we were like, this didn't work. Let's keep trying.
Wait, the night with the Ouija board?
Yeah. At some point, something worked, I guess, because I Googled Orath. Turns out it's Landon. I guess Landon's dead. I mean, it might not have been us, but it seems like it's probably us. Who else in town was doing stuff at the lake at night with Ouija boards?
I mean, we were goths in high school.
Yeah, but
who else was doing it? Pretty much everyone we knew.
But now you have power. Weren't you telling me about how this is real? Like maybe that was when your power started manifesting or whatever. Only we didn't find out until now.
Are you talking about that ritual for tonight? Is that what you're talking about? Me showing you that magic is real?
Well, I didn't think that was tonight. Can we move that to a different night or day? Because tonight we kind of want to do another ritual to put Landon's ghost into the haunted doll. Which then we don't really have to do that other ritual because I kind of know that magic is real now. So all in all, me borrowing this doll, really not a huge deal because we end up in the same place and the doll's back in your store.
When I said that I was going to show you that magic was real, I was intending to take you on a romantic moonlight picnic.
Then
the magic is real between us, Onyx.
Then why did you want me to steal Mia's engagement ring? Oh, wait. But...
Yes, I was going to give it to you.
But you have so many rings here.
Have you seen these rings? Do you think that any of them is worth being on your finger?
Okay, you have a problem with me stealing from you, but you don't have a problem with telling me to go steal a ring from someone else?
Mia and I had talked about it. She didn't. She was saving it for somebody and came to the conclusion that she didn't need it. And we'd worked out a plan where you could go on a little bit of an adventure, and then we'd wind up at this picnic and you'd bring me the ring and I could put it on your finger as a promise ring or something like that.
Laurene, you never said anything.
It was supposed to be a surprise.
But we've never even gone on a date.
That was supposed to be the date, Onyx.
But why would you give me a ring on the first date?
I like giving people things. I like making people happy. Don't you see how happy the people are, the ones who buy the haunted dolls? How excited they are when they leave? How thrilled they are? I mean, it may just seem like a creepy doll shop, but really, this is about putting joy in some really seriously messed up people's lives.
So,
And they pay a lot of money to be this messed up, let me tell you.
okay, so if you help us put the ghost in the doll, I'll still go on a date with you.
Oh, so now you're asking me out, but with conditions. That's a fantastic start to a relationship, Onyx. I mean, you write romance novels. You know that you don't start a relationship with conditions like that. I'll go out with you if you do X.
Honestly, 50 Shades of Grey started with like a list of conditions and like a contract that had to be signed. So
that was also a terrible book, a terrible movie, and it started as Twilight fan fiction, for God's sake. I'd rather read My Immortal and treat that as a romance novel.
I will accept that. But if you want to go on a date with me, you have to help me put this ghost in a doll. Please?
Apologize for stealing the doll.
Fine. I'm sorry for stealing your doll, Laurene. I should have asked. And I'm sorry for making you go on a date with conditions.
Apology accepted. I'm not mad at you for stealing the doll anymore. And I will do what I can to help you put the ghost into the doll, because that will make you happy, and it will also make someone else happy when they come in and they see the doll and they realize that it will bring joy into their lives. It's sort of like, it's like this really fucked up Marie Kondo shit, you know? Like, get rid of anything that doesn't bring joy to you, like, and this is going to bring joy to some people. I mean, it's going to bring terror and misery and suffering to them as well, but it'll make them happy while they're experiencing the terror and misery and suffering, I guess. So I guess that's a kind of joy.
Yeah, it's what they want. So tonight sounds good, right? We think the ghost is afraid of Tamara from the tea shop, and we're all just gonna meet up by the lake, maybe.
Tamara?
You know, Tamara, pageant queen.
Why is the ghost afraid of Tamara?
Because the ghost was my ex, and honestly, who wasn't afraid of Tamara in high school.
She was so nice. Like she always
And
just like smiled at me and waved. I mean, it's like she never looked at me weird for wearing like black lace dresses that covered my ankles in summer.
I mean, which of us was not enamored with Tamara? I think Landon was a little overwhelmed.
I mean, I wasn't. She wasn't a
Oh,
goth.
yeah. Well, she was like a ray of sunshine in a dark world.
Yeah.
And for some people, Onyx like looks over at like Mia. For some people, that was nice.
I look at Mia and say, you look like you need to sober up. Go get some coffee. I'll see you all tonight. And thank you for the apology, Onyx.
Okay, so do you want me to get the doll, or like, I guess we could just do that at my house. I don't actually know where this doll is. Like said, it's in different places.
It's in your purse.
Okay. I'll just take the doll with me. Unless there's a better one. This one looks really creepy.
Let me see.
I just like open up the purse.
Oh. Wait, this is Landon, your ex, right?
For 6 months. Not very long. First year of high school.
You know, that's not the creepiest doll I have. And I think it would be nice if we brought a couple of dolls so that he could have a choice.
Okay, that sounds...
You know, because I don't know, maybe he's not hung up on this kind of thing, but, you know, the last thing I'd want is to basically say, hey, get into this doll for who knows how long. You know, it's a girl doll and you're a boy ghost, but, you know, what does that matter? It's a doll and you can haunt people. You know,
Yeah.
Maybe he'd rather be in like some sort of like little boy blue porcelain doll type thing.
Okay.
I mean, those are a little bit creepy, aren't they?
They're all creepy.
They are, but like, plus there are so few porcelain dolls that are boys. I mean, we could probably actually get a premium on it.
Okay, yeah, we'll just like take a box with us then to the ritual. You can pick your favorites. And maybe we'll have like a tea party.
You know, there's a vendor like 3 stalls down with this delightful like 1800s English tea set. I mean, it supposedly came from some shipping company or something like that. Like it was owned by some, I don't know the whole story behind it, but it like came out of this, it was commissioned by this shipping company. Like the owner of it liked to have tea, and like she and her husband were, I don't even know the whole story, but they commissioned it, and it's just this gorgeous set of bone china. Just go down there and grab it. We'll bring it along, and we'll actually have tea. I mean, if Tamara's coming, tell Tamara to bring tea. Tell her to bring like a kettle or something like that, or a pot of tea that we can have tea with on the dock with. This is perfect.
Okay, yeah. You know way more about these rituals than I do.
Well, this isn't for the ritual. This is just for us.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'll still go do that then. We'll see you tonight.
Tonight.
And I think like as Onyx like walks, like goes and buys like whatever, borrow the tea set, buys the tea set. She probably like looks over at Sammy and says, "Was that weird? That was weird, right?"
It was romantically weird.
But I never
It's like
knew.
something in one of your books.
It's weird. I never knew Laurene wanted to go on a date.
Seems like the day for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we've known each other for a long time. I guess tea party at midnight tonight with a ghost.
Sounds like it.
So I'm thinking, just my thought. Is there anything else that either of you would like to do during the day?
Ooh, wait. Sorry, I was looking at the character sheet. Jason's your best friend?
I forgot about that too. Yeah. So Jason's best friend and I think also worst enemy, if I remember right. But depends on the day.
I kind of want to know if he like talks to you about those texts.
I mean, he probably texted me about it, but I wouldn't know. Because all of our phones have been destroyed and or haunted and or burned.
Do you think Tamara messaged him?
Probably.
About you bringing Mia to the tea shop where Mia professed her love of the past several years?
Maybe.
And how you were there with Mia?
I don't know. So okay, yeah,
I'm getting the impression that Maria might like to play Jason in that scene. Just looking at the facial expressions.
What? This is no.
I think we do need to see Jason actually. I'm not sure
talking
what to do with him, but yeah, I think he's sort of been a weird driving force. What do we need Jason for? Why do we? Why are any of us not avoiding the coffee shop? Is really the answer to that, or the question I'm asking. I think. Although we could just run into him somewhere else.
Or Jason could be like looking for you specifically because he knows that you're Mia's friend, and you haven't responded to any of his text messages.
Right. Yeah. So I drop people off and then I go home and he's like sitting in his car in the driveway.
Yeah. And as soon as you pull in on your like motorcycle with the penguin.
That's right. I said the penguin the whole time.
Yeah. I think he just like gets out of his car and like kind of jogs up to you. And just like, Sam.
Hi, Jason. How are you doing? It is.
Why haven't you answered any of my texts?
Because my phone is broken. Sorry, did you text me?
I've been texting you all day. I know you were there with Mia last night. Whatever that weird crap was.
Yeah. Sorry, it was. It's something. I don't know. Somebody hacked her phone or something. It was some kind of weird. I don't know. I do know that she didn't mean to text you that.
No, but she's always staring at me in the coffee shop. It sounds real.
Jason,
and like Tamara hasn't been talking to me all day.
So I can tell you that Mia didn't mean to text you that. It wasn't her that. It was her phone, but it wasn't her. It's a weird situation. I don't quite get it myself, but basically somebody thought it would be a fun prank. I'm sorry. It's not fun for you. It's not fun for me. I'm sure it's not fun for Tamara.
I'm getting married in like a week or something. And I forgot exactly how long. And my fiance is not talking to me. And this shows up. Like, I can't help but think this isn't just some stupid prank someone's pulling. Like, you don't know how many times I've seen Mia in the coffee shop.
I know she's there a lot. That's
It's just a little creepy, and I know you're good friends with her.
and that's why I'm trying to tell you that there's nothing. Tamara has nothing to worry about. Okay, she's not. Look, Mia's not like. She's not watching you because she's into you. Okay, I don't worry about it. It's
If she's not watching me because she's into me, she's just like thinking about killing me.
I don't think so. I think she's in a coffee shop and you're the only thing moving around.
Uh,
I should probably roll here because that was totally a lie. Up until then, I was like just sort of semi-lying, but I think that was just a straight up lie.
all right.
And
I mean, you
don't think
basically just called me a cat staring at a fish tank.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah. So what is that? I think that's prep, which I don't think I'm good at. No, I'm decidedly not good at that. Okay. That's a 5. I don't know. Is it more fun if I spend a token and make it a complicated success, or if he just doesn't believe me at all?
I'm sitting here wondering, based on like how the conversation's been going, like, is Jason about ready to say, like, I'm so glad she sent me those texts because I felt the same way?
I was wondering that too.
Okay,
I mean,
that sounds like
that'd be an interesting failure.
yeah. Yeah. Are we
I
gonna
sure
stick
have
with
failed,
failure?
so
Okay. No token.
no token. I'm gonna let it stand.
Okay, so the thing that's worse is that Jason also is actually in love with Mia. Okay.
Oh no.
I wondered why I never said anything about the staring. I didn't know he was into it.
Oh. Jason is, I think Jason's face falls like a little. He's like, I guess it's good that she wasn't trying to kill me this entire time. I had kind of, look, Sammy, to tell you the truth, I was kind of okay with Tamara not talking to me.
Really? Because look, I hate to say it, but every time I see the two of you, you are like disgustingly loving.
I mean, I like her a lot. It's hard not to like her. She's just radiant and full of like happy, bouncy feelings, but she got to be a lot sometimes. You just sometimes, I mean, we've all been in this town for like a long time. And sometimes you just like kind of want the darker, slightly edgier things in life. And I thought that maybe this was Mia's way of telling me something.
Oh, no,
It's
it wasn't. Sorry.
I think
What?
you need to roll for this.
Yeah.
or wait, no, I'm not a major character.
I'll roll for this.
Because I think Jason really wants to believe it, and he already kind of caught you lying once, so he's going to be less likely to trust you again.
Yeah. That's an 8.
So how does this get worse?
Jason rebounds and falls in love with Sammy.
Is it sad that I had almost the same idea, except that it was Jason just like plants a kiss on Sammy right then and there?
Oh no. I don't know if I'd go that far yet.
I mean,
yeah, that is sure a complication. Because like, yeah, he believes Sammy that no, it turns out Mia's not into him.
but you're just so dang nice and trying to like let him down easy that he basically turns into a little puppy.
It sounds like maybe okay.
Sounds like what?
It sounds like Sammy is saying that Mia is not in love with him, but the way that she's saying that is
right. It's not what it sounds like to him is that Sammy's saying Mia didn't mean those things. Mm-hmm. I did.
Yeah.
Mia's not that into you, but I am.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe you can get him to shave.
I think Jason's just gonna like reach out a hand and touch Sammy's cheek, be like, Sammy, wait, Mia doesn't mean that, but oh, Sammy, wait, are you saying? I guess I never quite thought of you that way, but now I have to think about this.
Wait. I don't even know where to start this.
Maybe we don't say anything. Not right now. There's a lot happening, but
yes, there is a lot happening, and yeah, you know what? This is maybe a conversation for another time.
Can I see you for dinner later tonight?
I have to do an exorcism. I know that sounds like the most bullshit excuse ever, but
can I come? Like, watch?
Sure, everybody else is. Why not?
Everybody?
Well, just there's a lot more people there than there were going to be. Did you know a guy named Landon in high school?
Yeah, he was that like scrawny kid who just like kept spitballing the football players.
Yeah, that sounds like him. Okay, good. Well, maybe, I don't know if that's good or not. But anyway, it's just nothing. Yeah, we're gonna be by the lake, between the lake and the gas station, by that old house there. You should come out.
Cool. I'll come pick you up. We'll make it.
Now I gotta help arrange things beforehand, but
Oh.
I can see you there.
Oh, okay. Listen, don't tell Tamara about this. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm
And let me know I'm not mad about the texts.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Anymore.
You know, Tamara might be less mad at you than you think, but I won't tell her. But I'm saying maybe you should.
Oh. Okay. If that's what you think.
Well, look, it's either tell her now or get married, and then tell her whenever you decide to get a divorce, and then it's a big, I think, think about whether or not you actually want to marry her. Just think about that.
Yeah, it's just a little hard to think when she's around, but okay. I'll do that. So I'll see you later then.
Yeah, I'll see you later. And as soon as he leaves, I'm like, oh God, why did I just, no, that's, shit.
And he oh, do I want to make it? He tosses a longing glance over his shoulder as he goes back to his truck.
God damn it, I'm beginning to understand why Mia wants to kill him.